Hello beautiful Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and today I'm going to be doing a reading for you. I'm taking the Work Your Light Oracle and the Starseed Oracle today. Pisces, I've had a lot of downloads from Spirit. I've had a lot of messages, signals, signs, stuff coming in. I don't know if you guys remember me telling you that it's going to get worse before it gets better at one point. We're there. Okay? We're there. If you look around, it seems like the world's in a hurry to try to get back to where they were before, hoping that the norm is going to, like, you know, that there's going to be a big fix to everything, which that's an illusion. And then you have one part of the world thinks that everything's getting better and the other part of the world knowing that it's not. And it's very much a duality, like the energies that we've been talking about. And I feel that Spirit really wants to talk about it today. I have my white candle in the middle of the table, very much about cleansing and healing. And I'm going to try to help you best that I can, Pisces. I feel very much the world on my shoulders in the last 12 hours or so, and I wish I could wave a magic wand and heal everything. Unfortunately, it's just not that simple. So, right, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing, okay? So this card is coming through, and boy, you guys, am I feeling it. And you might be feeling it too. You might be sitting wherever you are in the world right now feeling very much, maybe a little bit powerless. And that's okay. And it's very much okay. At this time, you're here to help yourself, okay? You're here to take care of yourself. You're here to deal with your own transformation, your inner light, what you need to be doing for yourself. Okay? And I'm going to say this very kindly, but if it gets to be too much, looking out the outside world, please shut it off. You need to shut yourself off from that energy, because it's very much on a reconstructive, rebirth tower, destructive mode. Okay? We're gonna, everybody's got to rise out of this, but the world is stuck in an old pattern of thinking that somebody's going to flip the switch and everything will be fine again, and it's just not the way it is, okay? There's too much this time. We have to find a balance. I'm all about balance, and I'm always talking about balance. Right now, there's no balance. There's a big pendulum swing. The world's getting back to normal, and then we have the other side where literally the other side of the world went in lockdown again. Okay, so it's not, things do not appear as they seem to be. There is no quick fix. There is no quick fix. Spirit's saying there's no quick fix. There's just dealing with and finding the balance the best that we can, okay? So this is very much about a transformation. Please take care to look at this in this way, okay? I didn't even have to, the book just opened on it, okay, Pisces? Things are changing at a cellular level. You are not who you were a year ago, or who you will soon be. You are in between, emerging, half risen, half falling. Keep doing the work. You are transforming. So is the world around you, Pisces. You will look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world and within your cells. It's time to release old ways of being that have kept you in fight, flight, freeze mode. To choose a new way of being where trauma is not the driving force. Okay? This is what I feel. I feel that the world is in a state of emergency wherever they are. Some don't know it. They think they can just go back to the you know, whatever. But they're going to be constantly going back from elation to trauma. So it's very important that right now you find your balance energetically, Pisces. Okay? I'm saying this in the nicest way, but this is what needs to be done. Old childhood patterns are rising up to be healed. Old old patterns, period, are rising up to be healed right here. As you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment, they loosen their grip and fall away. You're being called to find new ways to self-soothe. Absolutely. Go within and find your balance. Find your energetic balance, Pisces. Saturn and the Black Madonna and the African goddess Oshun influence this card. Saturn represents destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that has been cast aside. The Oshun represents Oshun, O-S-H-U-N, for those of you who want to look that up, represents the tender love of the original mother. A rethreading is happening, healing at the deepest of levels. While you are in this phase, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. You may need to review your relationships with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet, exercise regime, getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood and past may come up to be healed. You are deeply loved, okay? So, if you want some healing, I will invite you to look at this card, okay, and say this. I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. I'm going to take the starseed. Underneath it says, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Very important right now that you disconnect yourself from a lot of what's going on out there, even maybe around you. Okay, if you're facing like stuff where you're being told that, situations are changing again and you need to, hold strong. You need to find different ways of keeping your energies high, Pisces, okay? Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up, right? This is saying called, okay? So I feel that this is saying you're being called now, Pisces, to step into your power, to step into your energy. Absolutely, okay? I do feel that very, very much. So please remember that that is important right now, okay? You came to Earth with a double mission, to grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust what it is your soul is calling you towards, for it's encoded within the most direct path forward. Your soul has many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, others you're just beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and share your soul's gifts. If you're being called towards a creative project, a passion, an adventure, this card is your confirmation that you're facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. If you're feeling underprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? This card is guiding you to step up and leap. And consider perhaps that your soul has been training for this moment right here for lifetimes. Okay? This is a starseed activation, so I'm going to read it to you. Look at this card and say these words. I call forth the soul's gifts and soul training that I've received throughout all of my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now, without hesitation or fear. I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I've been training for this for lifetimes. Okay, you see this door? There it is, Pisces. The cosmos is calling you. It's telling you that you are ready to do, okay, whatever you need to. Look at that. Underneath this deck, underneath this one. I'm going to put these here, right here, okay? This one says you're already doing it. This one is fall into my arms. Surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Okay? So this is what I'm talking about today. There are no coincidences. This is all very synchronous to what I've been getting in messages. Right now, life is showing us the extremes. People saying, let's go back and live. And the others saying, wow, we're back into being very limited. There's two very different stories being told. And we're sitting here in the middle hoping for the best. And that's what I'm getting, Pisces. And I feel that this is going to be very hard for some of us, myself included. It's hard to put that away and just focus on oneself, especially when we've been in this state for so very long and it doesn't seem in some cases to be getting any better. But it is. It is. The constancy of us not being able to untangle ourselves from this situation is going to make people stop relying on the things of the past. This is what Spirit brought this forward for, so that we can think in a different way and build a different path. And in some ways, forget the old ways that weren't working anymore, while we're busy trying to forge a new way of living, a new way of doing. Their example is if, let's say, you did this for 6 months. You would only recall this thing for 6 months. Oh, remember when we had to stay in our homes for 6 months. It would be a small blip in our memories of a time where it was uncomfortable and annoying, but not a life-changing event. The reason that this is staying around so long and we're repeating patterns over and over again is to make us really look for a different way, okay? If this goes on for longer than a couple weeks, a couple months, such as it has been, we have to look at a different way of doing things. Our lives will change, a lot of it for the better, okay? So you have to be patient, Pisces. You have to be patient. Even though I don't feel patient just like you. I feel very emotional about all of this. I don't enjoy watching the world pull itself apart. But there's not much I can do. I can only sit here and help you through your days, okay? And I'm going to do my very best to do that. I'm going to try my very best to do that for you, okay? Concentrate on yourself. Concentrate on your loved ones, okay? 7 of fire, right. You have to persevere. This is the facing threats, okay? Meeting challenges, being standing your ground in times of opposition. Okay, it may feel like big forces are working against you, okay? But remember, in this deck, this is a unicorn. You are the unicorn. You get it. You see what's going on. Your vision of things is a lot clearer than for a lot of people, okay? You're seeing change and you're accepting it. And you're persevering. You're working so hard to overcome it, Pisces. You are being the beautiful unicorn that you are. You have these beautiful dragonflies around you, which is help from spirit and past loved ones. Know that they're there for you and they're looking at you, okay? The Queen of Air, which is the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Water, okay? This is perfect. This is your mind and your heart working together. One to give you peace, and the other to know how strong that you are. The Queen of Swords is my identifying card. I know her very, very well. She's a queen and has very much a strength of character. She's very independent in thought, very strong, okay? And it's time to be clear in your communications. It's time to be very self-aware of the situation. No putting like fuzzy glasses on now, Pisces. It's time for you to really be emotionally stable in your truth, okay? And seeing what it is for what it is, and embracing the lesson, and seeing where you can uplift yourself, okay, while these transformations are going on. It's very important that you find yourself, that you ground yourself emotionally in something that is good for you, okay? If music, I'm hearing music is your escape to a better feeling you, do that. Meditation, long healing baths with Epsom salt is coming through. Things that just make you feel very flowy. Things that make you flow in your moments, okay? So that you can recuperate and protect yourself from these energies. The Queen of Swords is a survivor. She has been through a lot. She has experienced great loss and sorrow. Okay, that's why I identify with this card. But all that loss and sorrow has showed her just how strong and capable she is of getting through anything. And this is the energy you have right now, Pisces, and you need to hang on to it. Okay? So, like I said, work, all this week I've been saying work on your energies and flipping those around. Work on yourself, on that line that goes across your body, about that energy that surrounds you, that spiritual connection. Focus on those things that connects you to the whole. The more you give into that one energy, the more you are actually sharing with the world, okay? Because remember, we're one, right? We don't want to put into the collective fear, doubt. We want to put an energy of peace, happiness, and fulfillment. Okay? You don't want to contribute to the collective fear. You want to contribute to the collective peace. Okay. The Ace of Fire. Beautiful. So, you're being called to be an inspiration to the world, to your life, to your environment, okay? This is a time to explore new ideas, new ways of doing, okay? New ways of living. This is what I'm saying, okay? We're very much in opposites. We're trying to shed an old way of life, an old way of doing. Staying in this situation, as hard as it is, sometimes it offers the opportunity of not falling back into those old patterns, in those extremes that we were living in, where, I'll just give you an example, where some people were, a strong, so rich, beyond rich, more than they ever needed, where you have the other extreme of such poverty, okay? So these systems that have been put in place through the years, those are the things as well that need to be more balanced. And I am not calling money evil, never will, but people's systems that have been put in place have not been balanced. This is about bringing balance back in, or at very least trying very, very hard. People just want to go back to normal. There is no normal of that, and that's what this is why this is happening. Okay, Spirit doesn't want it to go. The world that we live in doesn't want to be going back to normal, because normal for a lot of us was not a good place. Okay, it was a very restrictive energy to be in, and that's not what we're meant to be here to do. Okay. We have all we need on this planet to survive and be happy and live a life of prosperity. We need new ways of doing that, new ways of conducting the way we do things in life and being kinder and slowing it down. Absolutely, okay? So Spirit is talking here. This is a new way. This is what I'm talking about. The innocent, the open mind, the beginnings, okay? We need freedom. This is also the card of freedom, okay? I see this, the Fool, you know, almost like jumping off the cliff. Is he doing that just because he needs to be free of the situations? I've talked about this often. I left a job of 11 years to do this with no promises of anything happening to help me along. And Spirit told me just do what you are passionate about and follow through. I'm sorry if you're hearing my phone. It's going nuts. I'm not paying attention to it right now. It's just buzzing. I thought I turned it off. I do apologize. You need to concentrate here. Life will always be buzzing at you. Life will always be telling you, come here, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. Things are going bad. No, they're not. They're going exactly where they're supposed to be going. If the world is not willing to stop long enough to let it heal, and they keep trying to rush back out there into what they had considered normal, good or bad, this is what we're going to keep running into. And we're going to keep doing it for as long as it takes. This really is the message, Pisces. I am going to leave you here with this. I'm going to do the extended later. I know this kind of heavy reading, Pisces. I do apologize, but it needed to be said. I don't prefer doing these, but there's been so much spiritual energy coming through. Right. Underneath the deck. Okay? A culmination. A completion. This needs to be done. It has to be done. So for some of you who are getting back into that energy of feeling stuck or looking around and thinking this is just ludicrous and craziness, yes, it is. It is. I'm telling you why it's happening, okay? I'm telling you why Spirit is saying this is happening. Until we learn what we're supposed to learn, we're going to keep repeating the same patterns over and over again. The normal that we've had no longer suits. It needs to be changed. This isn't just a blip. It's a major transformation. And it's going to be uncomfortable. Okay? So stick with me, stay with me. We're going to do peaceful card pulling tonight on this. I'm going to try to help you with that peace. Spirit really wants you to sit with this energy today, right now, and just think of this just let it sit in your mind, okay? Let it sit in your mind. And know that they're with you. They're sending this message out to you because they're going to be sending messages through me to help you, okay? And I want to help you. I want you to recapture your own peace. But it's going to require not turning a blind eye, but maybe not really focusing too much on the outer world, more on yourself, okay? All right, Pisces, I'm sending you lots of love, light, and a lot of healing right now because we need to have it inside of us. We need to share it outside to the world as well. And I will see you later. Take care.